Hello and welcome to another video. So I think this one we will continue on doing the Devlang that we started last episode. Thought I'd try a morning video. It's been a while since I've done that, but it's something I'm feeling somewhat away. Yeah. So we were about to do this run, and so we've got this source file, and what I kind of want to write is that this is going to do a few things. So I think it is. Maybe we'll write them down. So I think what we're going to get is we're going to get a call function to tokenize, I guess, this file. And this, of course, will return us a thing. And what that thing will be, I don't know, maybe like, um, we can probably just have a stream of token. And this will, I'm hoping, well, it potentially doesn't matter too much for this sort of language. At the end of the day, it will. Um, yeah, I kind of want the source to be indexable. So I wonder whether in gosh, what am I doing? C sharp. Um, I wonder if in C sharp we can do stuff like uh, what did I want to do? Um, so we can have a string A is A, B, C, and we can somehow say from A to uh, maybe two to the end. Can we do something like that? Except maybe do it one to the end. So that will get the A. That will get the B, C. So I wonder if this will work. Um, I don't know what I'm doing with this. Maybe I'll just do a. So we could do something like that. That's what I'm doing, isn't it? And I kind of want to go back to uh, there. No. Um, I want to do that with a semicolon. And what if we do that? That is interesting. Do that then. Right, syntax error. We don't know how to do something. Um, what if we do that? Um, expected term. I don't know. Like, what if we do something like this? Will that do the trick? I'm just guessing at syntax here. Build failed still. Where am I using this? Do a quick little search for this. I'm not using this. I feel like I've just accidentally uncovered some uh, things. Is it thinking that this is this? If so, maybe we can just pass it to humans. I don't know. This is what I do when I'm like testing and I'm having fun. Uh, or is it thinking that this is the two arguments with square brackets. I wonder what it's doing. Interesting. So I guess it's overloading the square bracket notation, but I kind of want to take a slice of a string. Um, and like, what can we do with a .NET string? I kind of want to know. Uh, yeah, sure. This is a well, this is the string class, but I kind of want a like string view uh, equivalent code. I like how they're equivalent. So if we can do this, within that array, would it copy it? Anyhow, right. What's an S byte? Um, this is sign byte. Um, so we potentially want our string to be a series of bytes. We can get no. I guess what I am after is whether we can do .NET uh, array slicing ranges. Cool, that's like something kind of handy to do. How can we do a range with a thing? With dots. So if we come back to this example and do something like that, we can even just have it empty-handed. And I noticed that you could go off the end of the string. That's kind of interesting. So if you do this range 3, so pointer would be at 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So the 3 is actually pointing to the uh, null byte, I guess, which is kind of interesting that we're allowed to get that. I wonder if we can index just that. So what if we just index 3? Or is it a range that goes up to? Yeah, so it looks like it ends at uh, I think it is saying that it will end at. So we can do something like 0 to 1 should get us one thing. So it will end at 1, but not use 1. So it should have just A, and then 2. potentially could just full screen that. Right. So, what am I wanting to do with this? Trying to work out ranges. So we can do ranges. So kind of what I want to do is know what a string was. That's what I was doing. So we can get the char object. So I guess this is like by uh yeah, I think I do want to just get the bytes and store only the bytes because I want to control the memory. Um, and I think this is something you are allowed to do. Um, so we could get to char array, that could be kind of handy. And this looks like it kind of deals with um, uh, we could also do a span. What is a span? This is kind of what I want. So how do we like make a span? Cool. Let's start doing this. So um, this source file we kind of want to make a the init I kind of want to do a different thing. Because from this, I want to. I wonder if this isn't the method I want from doing the try copy too, but rather I just want to stick with that to chart array. And what gives us this? Copies each character to character array. I think this is kind of what I want. Um, to to chart array. Now we're literally just working on char that, something like that. And this has the benefit of like not copying stuff around. And now we could have a structure for a token, um, which opens up the other question: do we have enum? Looks like we do. Token type, and what does a token type? So first off, does this splash? So maybe we can do something like melon, and token type. We can just do type. Sometimes when you're doing compiler stuff, you would do just tip rather than type because type is a keyword. But for now, that's that. So I think I kind of want to bring this uh, above main, um, and find main maybe and do that. Uh, just so it's kind of close by with what it is, and this sort of stuff might come out using things. Maybe we'll get this and bring that there, and the run. That's where we'll do the token. But what I kind of want to see is whether um, let's just make a token, and this is going. So we have to new it, and we do something like this, and type equals unknown. So we would have to do something like that. Looks. So I say it looks like it works. It just takes 10 years to compile. It doesn't work. So we can't get token type. So is that because we need to do some get it and set it? So do this and get and init, I guess, as we're trying to set it. Um, Something like that. And it also said something about unknown. We don't want that. Is that what you're saying? That is because we don't have public here. So, hmm. Right, so we don't know unknown, but we can do token dot unknown, I am assuming. So that is something that I do like. That uh, that would be token type dot unknown. So in C, like you, it kind of just spills out. Apologies, that croaky throat appears to be coming back. I was out late last night. Right. So we have a type, and what type of tokens will we have? So the kind of list of tokens that we get, I kind of want to like we can't really do much parsing at the moment. So just for clarity, well, in fact, let's just do it in this. Our example file that we're wanting to read is this. It's not a directory. Just that. So I guess the first thing that we might want to um, parse as a token is a comment. Um, and if, what is a comment? So I'm gonna make a in C sharp. Sharp sign is not a comment, but we can have those and we can have those. But in my language, Devlang, I am going to have um, that to um, end of line and also that sort of thing. And I was also thinking this, uh, that sort of thing as well. not that, replace that with that, and because so that would do that. And one thing that I noticed there was I kind of had a thing there, and maybe in this big verbatim comment, I want to have an example of a comment can be like maybe even like this. And then when we close this comment, we can continue on with the last comment. So that is something I want to do as well. So have something like this, have something like, where's my keys? Um, have something like this, and also have something like that. So it can nest. Nesting. Cool. So that is kind of what the comment is going to be. And what else? What other types of a token might there be? So I think this will need to have a source file. And I guess I'm gonna have like a pointer to it so we don't like lose track of things. Um, which I wonder whether I want to do something like this and whether this um, will let me do it. We can try that. So they'll get that, and we'll just have access to the file here. Um, and that just saves copying the character array multiple times. That is my understanding of it because we already have the array. Like I kind of want to confirm what I'm saying. C sharp array pointer. Like, do we need? Hmm. So you can do unsafe stuff in things. So that's a pointer. I think what I have is probably what I assume is right. Um, yeah, path name is a reference. We can probably do some testing on it, but that's all right. So we're going to have the that, and I'm just wondering. Um, so we're going to have a new thing. I kind of want to get all of this out of uh, there, kind of. I don't know. I wonder if this will work now that I've done that. We'll see. Um, make it a bit bigger. Um, no, I do want it in there. So we're gonna have tokens. So this is actually going to be an array of tokens. Now, is this the way? Yeah, this is the style that people would do. Um, and this is going to be tokenized, and it is going to take a source file, and it's going to take a file. Um, and in here, we can just say this is to do tokenize, and we can actually kind of just do something like that. And maybe we won't write out stuff. We know that uh, we're able to read in the source, I guess. So um, this I probably want to do that, and I kind of want to call that data because I can see some collision happening. Cool. So I'll just make a new temp equals new token. Just play around a little. So what do we have here? We have a type. We can only have well, no, we could have a comment. Um, that's interesting. That is because we don't know what comment is. So if we did that, it still like puts me out in the middle of nowhere there. It wants me on this line there, but then it wants me there. Um, that's kind of odd. That is because we don't have this, but we do something like that. So, um, I'll come around to it, but yeah, uppercase stuff. But now it's like putting me out in the middle of nowhere. That's really bizarre. So what do we want? We want the source to be just whatever this file is. Um, and what other things do we want on this? We kind of want to know where we start now. So I guess we have like a use size? No. But we have like a uint. Yeah, we have a uint. So public. Not public, not uppercase. Right, so we have a uint and we're going to call it star. Um, and these potentially should have get and init, something like that. Except, oh no, don't, yeah, no, lost it. Cool. So we will also have in um, yes, that's what we'll have. And so, for example, and we could do this uh, override string to string. Is this what we do? And then we can do something like return hi. And what if we just do a console dot right line temp, something like that? Do you just let me work? We'll need a semicolon there. Hmm. Right, we don't. To string just takes it something like that. Is this how we do the two string? No. Uh, we can do that. It looks like it potentially is, so hopefully we see high. We get can't use fixed size buffers. Well, yeah, that's the point of it. Um, I guess if it's not going to let me do stuff like this, we won't have. Uh, we'll have to copy it by value, which has the unfortunate side effect of it's a terrible design decision for a compiler, and I wonder if they um, in their compiler they just scatter it with unsafe stuff. I mean, I get conceptually why it's unsafe, but it is unsafe. But now what's going to happen, as I understand it, is we'll read the file in, we'll get the character array, and then when we try and run the file, we'll make a copy of this thing. So it will copy file name and data, and I think data will be a shallow copy because it's integer array. We can find out if it's pointing to the same memory reasonably easy. The file name it may copy every time, which will be a pain. It's like a bit of memory, but hopefully it is just a like string view pointer type thing under the hood. Um, and then here it will have a complete new copy of hopefully just those pointers in here. So that's probably all right. We can do some tests on that. So maybe I'll do a try and get this. We can't do that. That's all right, but we can do something like that. Um, and we don't return a. Uh, well, no, we kind of want to have a. Uh, how can we do .NET array? And like, how do you make a new one? How do you add to it? I have so many questions. We probably don't want the class. Yeah, like these are static. How do we do dynamic array? .NET dynamic array. In C, it's as easy as like, hey, Malik, give me some memory. Um, list sounds good. Right, so we just want to return a generic list of token. Um, uh, my keys. And if we do something like that, and this is going to be a list, something like that. And then we can do something like lists, and from here to there, add in one of these. Take me to interesting. And can this be like just a expanding a list? Cool. So we don't need to like make a new thing. So we can just go new list of token and construct that bad boy. We don't actually return it down here. And ret. Cool. See how that goes. Right, so it says hi. That is what we want. Except we might want to replace this with. Now, this had some syntax for. Was it dollar this, and then we can. Though, can we do something like this? Right, double escaping to escape, and it'll probably complain that there's nothing in there. Cool. So, what do we want to say that this is? This is a token, and the type equals. Well, we can even say, oh, come on, type equals, and this can be a type. And I wonder if that will give us what it is. And now here we can probably do something like um, we can probably do something like, so we'll get the source, but from the source we'll get data from start to end, something like that. Is that what we want to do? And then we probably want to close off that big type there. Um, and what does that kind of give us? It's won't let us get this because that's actually a data. Right, so we probably want these to be system.indexes. So we could potentially call them an index because they're going to be indexing the array, I guess. Cool. So that has gone that. That's less ideal that it kind of shows that. But so for example, we can say this first comment starts at what that point there and ends at I don't know. It was like 8 lines, 8 characters long. And this is something that we will step through to kind of build out. Right, so it still just shows what the um, thing is. Now, can we like just print out to string? Um, so .net print uh, to string. You can just make a string from this, can't you? Yeah, you just make a new string. Um, this is what I want, and take me there, and new string of the source data, and get rid of all of that. It's needing a one of those. That looks better. Cool. Don't care about ranges. Uh, cool. So that's looking like it's doing some stuff. Um, So I think because the type is like kind of makes sense, I might do something like this instead. Um, and we can try and find the true end. So this is probably too far. Um, yeah, so that is two characters too far. So if we go back one, it will still have that new line. Um, and if we go back another, it should not have the new line. God, it takes so long to load. Right, so that's kind of where I think in this I also kind of want to say what the start and end before just dumping out the token. Because I don't know, it's kind of handy to know that for debugging purposes if you're printing out some stuff. Um, maybe even do like a source dot file name. Get something like that. Cool. So, what do we do for a tokenizer? We want to basically go along and when we get a token, we add it to our list. And that's that. So, how do we go about doing this? So we kind of want to have we want to have two kind of pointers. So maybe we'll have an index. We can have it to be start, and maybe this start, and this can be current. Um, so index. I kind of do want to just control them myself for now. So we'll do like a while true, I guess. Maybe we will do uh, so while this is less than while dots. Uh, what do we get? We have the source dots, and then we have data, and this probably has a length, I guess, maybe a function. I don't know. Um, maybe because we'll be going over that quite often, we should probably get the length out. So uh, I don't know what type it is. So what I'll do, I'll call it a string, and then the compiler will lane because it might be a uint, it might be a index. We're missing a thing. Um, right, so this is actually going to be equal to that, something like that. Right. Uh, has no source. We can do that. Um, wait another 5 seconds. Cool. Right, so it's just an int. And uh, do this and do this, do that. Right. So while we're doing this, we want to kind of look at pushed one button too far. That side, yeah. Right. So we want to get a character. So this will be file dot data. And this will just be current. Yeah, something like this. And I kind of want to make a little class that does some stuff here, but we can kind of go through uh, without. So maybe we would do a switch on a C. Um, and if the C starts, well, if the character is a certain thing, so maybe we would have a case. Um, I love how I just do it like I know it's right, but it's that key. Um, so if we have a thing here, then we're a comment just to the end of the line. So what we need to do is we probably want to make a token of what we have so far. Is that what we want? No, we probably should have already set that. Um, I think I can just do something like for index idx equal 0, idx is less than length, and idx plus. And here we can just do index. And here we can probably while idx is less than a length, and while dot data idx. So if it is the case, we probably need to index start equals idx. And while this character, which will exist, is not a new line, we probably want to backtrack. No, in this case, we probably want to IDX plus plus. Um, but potentially, I want to make it Windows friendly. That one. So we could have something like. In fact, I wonder if it being .NET, whether it has like a is EOF type function. Got it in random XAML stuff. So I think this just flicked me through to a page. So I think what I want to do is actually have a static bool is EO line EOL maybe. And this will take in a char C, though this is just a lowercase char. Right, I should think about finishing up. I had some meds to take for my face to not hurt. Usually a good thing to do. But yeah, maybe this can return if C is equal to R or c equal to n, and we'll handle the case uh, of the new line marker. Not is here o file dot data of idx, um, and also not is EOF. No, we already checked the EOF by the length. Right, so if we do that, then we can index plus plus, and so if we come back here, at this point here, the index should be the end. So we should be able to maybe rich dot add, was it, and make a new token. And what is this going to have in it? It's going to have a type equals token type dot comment, and it's going to have a source of the file, and it's going to have a start, and it's going to be what we kept it as, and it's going to have an end, which is going to be idx, and that's probably that. And then at this point here, it should continue. And so here we potentially should just have a default. And I kind of want to make a do something like that, and red dot add key, and maybe do a print to say we are adding this torrent. Not torrent. I've stopped the torrent thing now. um, so we can probably say something like adding token, and this can just be. I mean, we could do something like that, and maybe go back to here and add a dollar. Yeah, that's what we want. And here we probably need to do a break because we've done it. And like these functions could probably, like, it could just be a function that creates a token based on where we are, and it will be of this type. Basically doing what we did there. Right, so what about in the bad case? We should probably say that there's an error. I kind of want to just do that. Um, Error. Unhandled input in tokenizer. And what is this going to be? This is just going to be our C, and maybe add in a little dollar there. And this can potentially just return rent. And yeah, I guess that will just return us what's happened so far. Cool. So, uh, after we get the tokens, we should probably get stuff. But I think for now, because we will have some unhandled input, no, get rid of that and do that one. Array length thing. Um, Cannot be used like a method. Uh, .NET array length. Is it like size maybe? It seemed like it was a property. Yeah, just a property. Right, what do we have here? Index and int. I wonder if we can convert the int to the. Oh, yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. Was it push? Um, we had a little thing here for list, was it? Um, yeah, list. What could we do with the list? We could uppercase add it. Um, and what I thought was kind of interesting there, so if we had like a index temp, uh, we can set that to be length, say, but they'll just work. I hope. Gotta wait the 5 seconds. Um, yeah, so that works. It's unhandled, some unhandled input. That's all right. Um, but what if we did something like this? And we'll call it just temp 2. Can we set that to that? Um, Now, I think this complained before that we couldn't cast a UN into an index. Um, that's fine. We'll just set that to that. But it does have the error here. Can not implicitly convert type uint to index, but it could implicitly type int to index. Now, an index, I would have thought, could not be. Well, say if we did this, like an index should not be negative, surely. Surely. So I feel like that's a bug with .NET. They have a type that explicitly stops you having negative values, and you're not allowed to cast that implicitly to an index, but you are allowed to take a type that does allow negative values and implicitly cast it to an index as long as it's not negative. Bizarre. Don't know what they were doing. Right, so we have this here, and we can see here that it's picked up these three tokens, I guess, and it's called them all comments. And we can see what they are. We had this one, and this one. And now unhandled input and tokenizer. And it's printed a new line by the looks. It's kind of interesting that the new line got skipped in the other points. So I guess the comment will kind of swallow the new line, maybe. Um, but maybe we want the maybe we want that new line character not added. So we could probably do something like this, and if it's an EOL character, we probably want to minus off that and then break, and then so we actually get that ERO character. Um, and we can probably handle that maybe. So we can uh, up here we can probably have a uh, EOL end of line. Sounds good. Um, End of line. Just and maybe this can go something like that, and this can be an those three kind of sequences there. So what do we do for that? We go down here and we would do case R. So if it is an R, we want to like kind of peek to see if the next one is an N, then have the whole thing as that. So if we can say IDEX plus one is less than length and file dot data IDX equals uh, n. So if that's the case, we want to maybe do something like this. And this will be end of line, and it will be from here, and it will be from IDX to IDX plus 2. Um, Maybe we can actually just do something like this, and IDX plus 1. And if this is the case, we set in. Nah, that doesn't really work with the headers and setters or getters and inits, I guess. I think I just want to do these two cases. And we can probably IDX plus equal plus plus, and they'll kind of consume both things. Um, Otherwise, and maybe that can just be a single case. Otherwise, we will just do all of this. Um, and do we just want to do index plus one? And so do we want to skip over that there? Um, so what's this do? Yeah, yeah. Unbound local variable t. Right, so I think I do need to do this handy thing. Just have them at two different scopes, and we can do just a single break. Um, can we do stuff like this in .NET? Break. No, not that one, but this one. And go up, not there. Do something like that. hate how slow it is. It's just unbearably slow. Right, so we did the comment, then we had some unhandled input after the comment. So I wonder what this is in terms of. Uh, .NET character to because like I wonder if we can do something like this. Is that that's not the question I'm wanting to do, but yeah. So it's getting a 10, which we're not actually handling the new line. We're only handling the see now it's going to do that. So if we do the new line, it's going to be well, in fact, to handle the just bizarreness of the operating system was on new line ending. We will probably have to test whether uh, we have an R on the next one, and if so, we'll do that. Right, so now it shouldn't have unhandled input. And cool. So that's doing a bunch of stuff. So it's getting a comment, then end of line, another comment, end of line, another comment, couple of end of lines, and now it's getting a 102. And I think this is when I might start doing this. Um, I kind of want it to only print, see if it's printable. Otherwise, print the number. But as I'm unsure how to do that just now, I'll just do this. And I think that is potentially a good point to kind of finish up on. So if we look at that's kind of weird that it's empty. I would have assumed that it had my last run in it. Um, yeah, that's kind of weird. Um, cool. So with this being the case, we can see here that it's pretty much parsed up to this F, which we now have to parse in that fund, and then the main, and then that, and then that, and then we're done. Then we need to join it all together with the parser magic. But until then, I think that is a brilliant time to kind of stop and I don't know, go on to the next thing in the day. Might come back to this, might not. Who knows? It's kind of that fresh project feel, you know. But anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think, and until next time, I'll see you.